World Environment Day is celebrated across the world on 5th June every year. Since 1974, World Environment Day is the most remarkable day for environmental action. The UN Environment Programme organizes events for Environment Day every year to encourage worldwide awareness and action for the protection of the environment. In 1974, the first World Environment Day was celebrated with the theme Only One Earth. Since then, World Environment Day is celebrated annually on 5th June and various activities for awareness and protection of the environment are carried out. In the following years, WED has developed as a platform to raise awareness on the problems facing our environment, such as air pollution, plastic pollution, illegal wildlife trade, sustainable consumption, sea level increase, and food security, among others. Furthermore, WED helps drive change in consumption patterns and in national and international environmental policy. In 1987, it was decided to rotate the host of Environment Day activities by selecting a host country for the Environment Day activities and celebration. So this year, World Environment Day 2021 will be celebrated as usual on 5th June across the world, and the host country is Pakistan. The theme of World Environment Day 2021 is Ecosystem Restoration. So ecosystem restoration denotes assisting in the recovery of ecosystems that have been degraded by activities like pollution and deforestation. Ecosystem reforestation can also be promoted by conserving the ecosystems that are still intact. Healthy ecosystem and rich biodiversity yield greater benefits such as more fertile soils, bigger yields of fish and timber. So every year, responsibility is given to a country to host the event and provide a platform to discuss sustainable development goals. So let us see, why will Pakistan host World Environment Day this year? In 2014, the government of Pakistan began a massive afforestation drive through a billion trees tsunami. The ambitious project, including restoring mangroves, increasing forest cover, and planting trees in urban settings. Recently, Pakistan has launched a new platform called the Ecosystem Restoration Fund. This is to create green jobs, support nature-based solutions to fight climate change, and promote biodiversity conservation. Now let's briefly talk about the theme of the World Environment Day 2021. So the theme is ecosystem restoration, which can happen by actively planting trees or by removing pressures on the ecosystem, by protecting the environment and reducing the increasing level of pollution. So the theme caters to the emotion reimagine, recreate and restore. So for too long, we have been exploiting and destroying our planet's ecosystems. Every 3 seconds, the world loses enough forest to cover a football pitch. As much as 50% of our coral reefs have already been lost, and up to 90% of this could be lost by 2050, even if global warming is limited to an increase of just 1.5 degrees Celsius. So ecosystem loss is depriving the world of carbon sinks at a time humanity can least afford it. So global greenhouse gas emissions have grown for 3 consecutive years, and the planet is one pace for potentially catastrophic climatic change. The emergence of the current pandemic has also shown just how disastrous the consequences of ecosystem loss can be. By shrinking the area of natural habitat for animals, we have created ideal conditions for pathogens to spread. Ecosystem restoration means preventing, halting and reversing this damage to go from exploiting nature to healing it. This World Environment Day will kick off the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration, which is going to be observed between 2021 and 2030. And this decade would aim to prevent, halt and reverse the degradation of ecosystems on every continent and in every ocean. It can help to end poverty, combat climate change and prevent a mass extinction. It will only succeed if everyone plays a part. Only with healthy ecosystems can we enhance people's livelihoods, counteract climate change, and stop the collapse of biodiversity. So investing in ecosystems is investing in our future. So the World Environment Day 2021 calls for urgent action to revive our damaged ecosystems. Ecosystem restoration is a global undertaking at a massive scale. It means repairing large areas so that people have access to food, clean water, and jobs. It means bringing back plants and animals from the brink of extinction, from the peaks of mountains to the depths of the sea. Ecosystem restoration also includes the many small actions everyone can take every day, such as growing trees, greening our cities, or cleaning up trash alongside rivers and coasts. Restoring ecosystems carries substantial benefits for people. For every dollar invested in restoration, at least $7 to $30 in return for society can be expected. Restoration also creates jobs in rural areas where they are most needed. Some countries have already invested in restoration as part of their strategies to bounce back from the pandemic. Others are turning to restoration to help them adapt to a climate that is already changing. So, join the hashtag Generation Restoration movement through the official website of World Environment Day 2021. You can access more interesting information about ecosystems, the actions you can carry out to contribute to their restoration, as well as a large number of materials to promote the movement through social media. So, on a finishing note, let's truly understand the essence of this year's theme of World Environment Day, and let's bring a change in our lifestyle. See how we can live better with nature and make little alterations in our day-to-day life. Let's try and educate other people. This is not a fight we can win alone. Even if we are able to create awareness to a small minority of people, it can create a world of difference. So with this, I shall wrap up today's video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let's make peace, and let's adhere to the theme this year of ecosystem restoration. Create a greener world for yourself and also for all our coming generations.